Hi, this is the monthly horoscope for Aries for the month of March 2023. Hello, my Rams. Lots of energy going on. First, on the 2nd, we have at 5:52 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Mercury enters Pisces in your 12th house, which Mercury is a detriment in Pisces. And then Mercury is a detriment in the 12th house. So watch your emotional self during this time period. You can expect a lot of thoughts in your head during this time period. Random thoughts. You may really have a hard time going to sleep because you're going to have like a lot of thoughts buzzing, literally buzzing in your head. I know I do when that happens. Oh yes, and share your love and support, and make sure to subscribe to the channel. Help your girl grow here. So, and also check out the weekly horoscopes. They're up too. You can be more of a people pleaser, or you tend to go above and beyond for others. You could be super gullible at this time, so I would be careful with all the promises that people make you or try to manipulate the hell out of you at this time. You may come into a secret by accident. You may want to relax and enjoy your peace. That is my son closing my door for me because I don't know why. All right. So anyways, you're more inclined to be quiet and to yourself. For others of you, watch your thoughts at this time because you can be very depressed with this energy. For some of you, you may tend to be neglectful of details in general, or you may not be open and honest about your communication, so you're not going to get what you want when it comes to particular situations, especially when it comes to love or the beginning stages of a relationship, because you don't seem to want to be vulnerable, or you don't want to open up at this time. You're just kind of observing. This could also be a new friendship coming in, and you're just kind of like observing the situation, or even just like, you know, at work, and this is like on the job training and stuff like that, and you're kind of like looking at the situation like all confused, but instead of saying like I need help and stuff like that, you're going to go and try to figure it out by yourself and like break things before you ask for help. So that's what's going to happen there. Also, you may not be saying anything or wanting to go there with other people at this time because you don't want to be vulnerable to others, or you don't want to appear weak with this energy as well. So you keep your guard up. If you have a lot of weight being carried on your shoulders at this time, and you have siblings that are around you that can help you, you're not going to say anything. Instead, you're going to let the struggle be real rather than say anything. So you need to swallow that pride at this time and let down your guard and ask for help when you need help. Then on the 7th, the full moon in Virgo at 7:40 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So at this time, this could be starting a new workout routine. This is your 6th house of daily routine and pets. This could be your schedule at work changing, so things could be very interesting at this time. You may enjoy the change of pace that's going on. I would be careful with this energy because you are super giving. You can be super gullible at this time with this energy, and you do want to nurture your relationships, but some people in your life are just going to take advantage of that, okay? So you may have lessons with your giving energy, so make sure to give for the sake of giving over the next 3 days, 3 days before, 3 days after. So those of you who are nurses, you could be feeling this energy as well, or doctors. Not the best time to act on impulse or make impulsive decisions. So you may want to ask first before you go ahead and take initiative on things, because you may regret your decision later, or your decision may get you in some trouble that you weren't planning on, okay? So you just might make matters worse. So I would be careful with this. You may have to pick sides with your relationships. You can be forgetful and absent-minded because you're angry at this time about certain things that are going on, certain things that are out of your control. So you could also be accident prone. You can be receiving a spending ticket. There could be problems with getting transportation, or problems with the car. You may be working more closely with the women in the office. Health concerns can be on your mind. Also, this is a time that you could be suspicious of others. This could be somebody trying to butter you up for a favor at this time. This could be dealing with somebody that exaggerates when they talk as well. And you may be, and what did I write? So be careful with that. They're talking about certain people at this time, and you could be giving them the side eye because you know certain people, or you know the situation already, and this person's like exaggerating, and you already know the story. Hell, somebody probably was videotaping it the whole time too, and you're just like and you know the bitch is lying. All right. So on the 7th at 8:35 Eastern. 8:35 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Saturn enters Pisces. This is going to be in your 12th house of subconscious, because you're going to feel the weight of the world on your shoulders now. So this is not going to be the easiest energy time. And when Saturn goes in retrograde in Pisces next year, you're really going to feel the weight of the world on your shoulders. You're going to feel your responsibilities. Some of you do have your Saturn return at this time, so check that out. Those of you in your 50s, late 20s, 13 years old, all the way up to like almost like, well, it's every 29 years, so like 53, so add 29 years to that. Those people are going through their Saturn return. So, but you know, as you get older, progressively older, like in your 50s and so on, you don't experience the same things. You're not having the same experience, because those lessons that you were meant to learn were for your 20s, or the life changes that you had to go through in your childhood, that kind of thing. So you're not going to repeat them as you get older. So you may have different experiences in your 50s, okay? So you don't experience the same lessons that you did in your late 20s, okay, and early 30s. So this could be actually an easier time for some of you with Saturn and Pisces in your 12th house. Over the next 2.5 years, you have lessons with your giving energy. You have lessons with creating boundaries with other people and making sure people don't cross those boundaries. You can be more to yourself. You can be a bit more in hermit mode. You can be delving into your spirituality. You could be secretive at this time, especially when it comes to your money situation. You're keeping that on the low. You're not talking about it as well. For some of you, we could hear some people about tax evasion as well with this energy, because it could be like a lot of money. And the way you go about making money too. So this could be like people who are like, for example, like moonshiners and stuff like that. You know, like we could be hearing some stuff about that eventually, because you're dealing with the house of karma, so everything done in the dark will come into the light, okay? So be careful with that energy. And this is going to be putting aside money so that you don't have to rely on certain people, or you could be planning on moving out of your parents' house. You can be more of a leader in a group at this time, or your friends, you could be a leader for them with this energy. Those of you in your 50 and older, you could be volunteering your time and energy to charities and just be more of an activist or a participant in your community at this time, you know, and just more active in your community. On the 16th at 6:34 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Venus enters Taurus in your second house. I would watch your spending at this time, because Venus here is a creature of comfort. She is a creature of just comfort. So I would really watch it, especially if you're trying to go on a diet. I would really watch it, because she loves to go out to eat. All right. She loves buying things as well. So this can make you broke at this time. You are very much the giver in regards to relationships. You show nurturing by buying at this time. Your romance and your reliability go hand in hand. You approach relationships slowly and steadily, looking for someone who will prove solid and secure. You enjoy sensuality and reliable with finances. You love to purchase beautiful things. You have difficulties expressing yourself in relationships. You feel like you cannot relax and be yourself when it comes to loved ones. Once you learn to reveal your feelings in a loving manner, you will develop an understanding of relationships. A beautiful time with Venus and Taurus for saving money. Very frugal. You're very resourceful, and you're more money oriented in saving your money at this time. You know how to make everything stretch, okay, at this time. So this is a time where you're a bit more financially conservative with this energy, and you could be also using this time period to pay down your debts at this time, fix your credit with this energy, save your money during this time period for a car. On the 19th at 12:24 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Mercury enters Aries. This is likely to be a busy time for you. You have so much energy in your first house at this time, so you have a lot of clarity with this energy. You're very tenacious. You know exactly what you want. You're very self-aware of your needs, wants, and desires at this time. You're very good at making decisions. I feel like you're a very good negotiator with this energy. You can be in a sentimental mood, and you're more emotional than usual. You're sensitive to other people's feelings. You may be more mentally alert and communicative. It is a good time to focus on solving problems. You're super good at that. Intense concentration, so there's something new coming up at school, or you're curious about certain subjects at this time and wanting to learn about certain subjects. Not the easiest time for you with schooling or learning something new. For some of you, you can find, like others, like cancers, can find you to be offensive because you can be crude, honest, and aggressive at this time with other people. You can be working on a project that you were working on during Mercury retrograde. You could get bored of it and drop it and move on to something else that's intriguing you at this time. This is endings and new beginnings coming up for you. You're very reactive at this time, especially when it comes to obstacles in your life at this time. Instead of being like, oh, it's an obstacle, it's more like it's the end of the world with this energy. And you don't want to do more, blah, blah, blah. You're kicking boxes. You're losing your damn mind. So slow down the reactive stuff because, you're making mountains out of molehills with this energy. Get all the evidence that you can before jumping into conclusions this month and making decisions because you tend to be impulsive. This is tantrums and tiaras being thrown. I feel for others of you, you will do anything at this time to win an argument with this energy, and you can basically at this time, and not in a cute way or a good way either. This could be because you are because you're going through your emotional strife, problems with other family members as well, and I feel like you're going to be very extremely straightforward, honest, and opinionated, and you're just going to rub people the wrong way at this time. You may get blocked on social media or go into Facebook jail at this time. On the 20th, 5:24 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Sun enters Aries. Lots of fire here. So you are making things done. You are the movers and the shakers of your life at this time. This is a beautiful, productive time for some of you as well. For others of you, it could be more about your popularity. That could be important to you at this time. This is a great time to mingle if you're single with this energy as well. You're more about putting the focus back on yourself with this energy. And for some of you, you could be flat out selfish at this time and just being about your needs. And it's because, Aries is the first sign in the astrology. So you guys are like the new souls. So you're very adventurous. You're very curious. And then sometimes you act like a little 2-year-old. Okay. So you just lose your damn shit like none other. Okay. So, you don't want to share your toys at this time. All right. And you try to, but you tried to finagle it really well, but at the end of the day, the other person's still not going to be happy with whatever you're going to give them. You can be taking on a leadership position. I feel for some of you, you really are strong survival instincts, and you do well in crisis situations. You can be more out and about. You're more about your social life. You're ambitious. You're self-aware. This is a busy time for you. You have a chance to get a clear picture of where you're headed in life. It is a good time for making decisions. Busy time period, filled with communications and running errands. You may be more opinionated now, and you don't hold back your ideas, and you basically speak your mind at this time. You don't care whose feelings you hurt. I feel also with this energy, you are overlooking important ideas coming from other people, so you're not listening. So make sure that you listen more because free advice is the best advice with this energy as well. Then on the 21st, the new moon in Aries, so this is a great time to make birthday wishes at this time at 1:23 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Still a popular energy time for you. Make those birthday wishes. You may not be getting along with the women in your life. A great time to mingle if you're single. You need to learn to be more empathetic and put yourself in other people's shoes, or be more in touch with your feminine side because there's too much masculine energy here. So you're very aggressive. You see things as black and white. You may even act a little bit more masculine than usual, so I would be careful with this because you're very assertive, and that may be off-putting to certain people in your life. The challenge at this time is to be more about your divine feminine energy and try to create that balance between that masculine and divine feminine. So try to be more empathetic, more understanding, rather than seeing things as black and white, rather than fixing somebody's problem. Listen to them at this time because they just may want to just talk, whereas you want to fix their problems and make them change at this time. You can be clashing with other people, especially dominating women in your life. So it could be like two roosters in the hen house, not getting along at this time. So you need to work on compromising and negotiations with this energy. The moon is forming a T-square with Hades in retrograde with the 1st, 4th, and 10th house. So you can be dealing with power struggles. You cannot handle constructive criticism at this time. You can be fighting with family members or not getting along with live-in relationships. You can be accident prone with this energy, and you can be fighting over the car because the car, Mars is not well aspected in the 3rd house, so that deals with the transportation with this energy. So you can find it could be in the shop at this time, or other people people may not be as helpful when you're in trouble. The thing is, when you're in trouble, other people are not as helpful. But then when they're in trouble, you're all up in their Kool-Aid wondering what flavor it is, what time it is, where do I need to be, that kind of thing. So you're pissed off about how much you do for others and then how much you don't get reciprocated back to you. On the 23rd at 8:23 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Pluto enters Aquarius. You can be joining a group or organization. You may feel drawn to powerful political groups and experience powerful conflicts with friends. You may also, and this is going to be in your 11th house of friendships, networks, and goals, okay? You also have the ability to form deep and profound friendships. This is change happening. Certain rules and regulations may no longer apply. This could also be dealing with the government, and we could see some major government changes happening over the next 20 years. Our government system, and even all over the world, the government system can be changing because it no longer works or applies. This could also be dealing with school and requirements, or what needs to be done at this time can be changing as well. So certain things may no longer apply. You can be obsessive about your career objectives or your goals. You can have a strong communal sense and must learn to respect others' individual rights. Although you're intensely loyal, you're often a loner. Friends are important to you and you're helpful to them, but you're often let them influence you way too much. So those of you who are younger, I'd be really careful with this, okay? Because you're going to lose your individuality. You're supposed to be queen and king bee, and over the next 20 years, you're going to be like more about the friends. So for a lot of you, you need to be careful with the schooling, because you may not do so well in school during this time period because you're more influenced by the friends. And then your friends are going to be like getting degrees and stuff like that, and then you're going to be like, what the hell? So I would be really careful with that energy, okay? This may be a time of strict discipline for your children. You probably find it hard to express yourself. Love relationships are hard. Saturn rules Aquarius and Uranus. So you can find yourself to be a stickler for the rules. And even for some countries, harsher rules and regulations and laws could be implemented. This could be like even gun laws could be a bit more stricter at this time. This could also be at work, where work can be experiencing that kind of thing. I feel like in some countries there could be even like martial law going on. This could also be at work where you could be experiencing changes, pay raises, and now they're going to really implement stricter rules and regulations because of those wages. We could see a lot of changes happening there, or even groups and organizations. Once upon a time, something was free and now you got to pay a fee kind of situation. Or there could be a bit stricter about, your participation with this energy. You're changing as well, and you could be quitting your job for a better paying job. This could be being a little bit more stricter on yourself. You can, or your children with this energy as well. I feel also for some of you, you can be more of a participant in your children's world and being more involved, either homeschooling, helping them. For some of you, you could be new moms and dads, so you could be more of a participant with your first child during this time period as well, and more active in their life as well. For others of you, this could be, your children needing extra help with this energy, so you could be more involved in their lives at this time with this energy. Maybe you'll find a job that that you two can like meet each other when they get home, or you just want to be more there for them. For some of you, that you guys could be like wanting to get pregnant and stuff like that with this energy. So we can see that happening. Let me see, what else did I write? For others of you, you could be trendsetters, innovators, very original in your way of thinking. That's Ben coughing. He's still draining his ears and dealing with this weather changing back and forth. It's like killing him. So this is creating jobs for yourself during this time period. So you could see like a lot of hobbies being turned into something awesome. You could see a lot of side hustles or even potential businesses being created over the next 20 years, okay? And Pluto is going to be at 0 degrees for the next 4 months before it goes into retrograde, and it goes back into Capricorn very quickly. Then on the 25th at 7:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Mars enters Cancer. So this is going to be in your 10th house. You can be moody at this time. You can be super sensitive with this energy. Also, this is 10th house deals with masculine energy, men dominating women, older family members or older people in your life. So that's ninth house. And so this is the men in your life. You can be non-confrontational at this time, or you can snap and attack, and you can't take it. You are like the first to strike, but you can't handle confrontation. So the moment you say something slick and then somebody else tries to buck up on you and try to confront you, oh, you're not having it. You're running the other way and going into the other room. And that's that. Those are those planets in Cancer. Okay, so be careful with that. You're not getting along with family members or the men in your life you can be butting heads with. Love relationships, especially live-ins, can suffer at this time. Whatever is not working in your life, you can be taking out on the other partner. You can be fighting with landlord. Everything is cause and effect at this time. So pick and choose your battles with people because they will kick you out. You are super sensitive and moody at this time. So there could be a lot of frustrations going on or things not happening as fast as you want them to. You know, we have Pallas and Hades still in retrograde in the 10th house. So that's why everything is kind of like a little bit slow at this time with this energy, or things are out of your control. So I feel like you really need to find another outlet for your energies at this time, another healthier outlet. You could be getting involved in other people's drama outside of home, but don't expect to get your thank you. For some of you, this is dealing with property matters or wanting to take control over your situation at home and your personal life. For others of you, you may choose to be by yourself rather than live with someone in a romantic sense. There could be marriage proposals for some of you, but you may like how everything is at this time and you don't really want to change anything right now in the relationship. So if you like cross watchers, you know, you might not like that. So it might be a little bit before you get that ring on your cream. Wishes could be coming true with this energy. So, you know, this could be like an auspicious time for you to talk to this person and reach out to them and see what they've been up to during this time period. Also, for some of you here, you can be more aggressive when it comes to your career and really very pursuant with the career at this time with this energy. Or this could be a situation when it comes to your finances that you could be a bit more aggressive, you know, like when you could be like creating your own job at this time with this energy as well, or creating another side business as well with this energy. The Three of Wands, this could be also an exciting time for you, but also an emotionally confusing time for you here, because there could be like lots of talks of future coming up at this time that's getting you excited, but also you could be a bit apprehensive of the decisions, sorry for the camera moving, of the decisions that you are making at this time with this energy. The Ace of Wands, recognition and success. I feel like you can be stepping out of your comfort zone, and it's going to unlock a long-held dream that you had. Okay, so this is a very positive energy time. This could be a new career path happening for you with this energy. This could be like new love coming in. The Tower card brings about changes coming up. For some of you, this could be traveling. For others of you, this could be a move happening this month as well. And you could be moving back to a place where you used to live, or you could be having like a family reunion or reconnecting with people that you used to work with. Okay, the Strength card, this is your hard work and perseverance paying off during this time period. I feel like for some of you, no matter what is going on in your life or how stressful, no matter what life throws at you, you always show a brave face at this time with this energy. This could also be a time period here where you're kind of like rebuilding your life with this energy. I feel like certain plans may fall apart at this time, and it's okay because it just wasn't meant to happen now. I feel like there is unexpected monies coming to you with this energy. This is 10 of Cups. Your perspective and outlook on life is going to be changing. For some of you, like I said in the reading, that the focus could be more on your kids at this time, and you could just be throwing yourself into what your kids are doing at this time and making them priority during this time period. The King of Wands, I feel for some of you here that you could be dealing with a Leo, another fire sign, a Sagittarius, and I feel like this person could be like really stuck in their ways of thinking during this time period. You need to go with the flow emotionally. I feel like you're not over certain things and you're still kind of like gnawing on the bone about certain things that have happened to you. Okay, so you need to work on forgiveness and letting go of past hurts with this energy. The King of Coins, I feel like for some of you here, you can be For some of you, you could be entering a stable relationship, okay? So this could be a beautiful time for love and new love coming in at this time, and this person could be a bit more serious, okay, and a bit more stable for you. The Seven of Coins, you may have options when it comes to career or when it comes to love this month as well. The Moon card, I feel that for some of you here, truth is going to be revealed with this energy. So if somebody's been hiding something, maybe you're going to have that conversation and reveal that you had feelings for this person, and this person's going to reveal that they had feelings for you. But for some reason, you two didn't come together, either because, you know, of another relationship, that kind of thing, or whatever. But now you two are going to probably come together this month. The Judgment card, major decisions are coming up. A recovery period could be happening for some of you. So this could be definitely starting over in certain areas of your life at this time with this energy. I feel like for others of you, you may be unable to communicate your real feelings for right now, but I do feel like you will eventually. I feel like this is a very beautiful time where the energy itself is very giving to you. Okay, great time for word of mouth, new love coming into your life with this energy. The Ace of Swords, lots of luck on your side. I feel like whatever you're thinking about or whatever you're wanting to happen, you'll end up manifesting it in your life. You have a lot of influence over other people, luck on your side. Like I said, recognition and success is coming to you this month. The Five of Cups, you need to get out of your head. You're not over certain things that have happened to you during this time period, and those things are starting to come up. Those feelings are starting to come up at this time. A lot of resentment. You're being triggered with this energy. So you're super sensitive at this time. So I would really watch your emotional self and try to go more with the flow. I feel like this is a great time for spiritual entrepreneurs. You could be doing very well during this time period. For some of you, this could be new beginnings, a positive transformation happening, a pregnancy coming up. For others of you, teamwork makes the dream work, especially when it comes to business. So this could be business success happening. I feel like you can be very well respected. I feel for some of you, you can be wanting to go back to your past. So you could be going through it at this time. This could also be dealing with father energy or somebody that is older than you during this time period. The Seven of Cups, lots of thoughts of future coming up at this time as well with this energy. So this is definitely an exciting energy time for you. Just keep your feet planted, because for some of you, you have a lot of cup cards. So this could be something that you could be banking on, but like I said, it may not transpire, okay, not right away. So this is probably like false starts happening here, but don't worry, it will. I feel for others of you here, you have a hard time letting go of a current relationship because of fear of being lonely for the rest of your life, or fear of abandonment at this time with this energy. For others of you, you could be starting a new creative project, changing your appearance during this time period, craving change of any kind during this time as well. I do feel like this is a great time for online businesses with this energy here. For others of you, I feel like you may be overqualified for your job, and you may know it too, because you may be feeling a little bit bored or restless. The Fool card, for some of you, this is a beautiful time for new love coming in. There's an adventure in love. Those of you who are in your teens, Pluto, teens and early 20s, Pluto's in your 11th house at this time, so you may have a lot of lessons over the next 20 years with love, because you could be choosing the naughty girl or the bad boy. So you two could end up being an on again, off again relationship with this energy, but it's your experience, your lesson, okay? So you two could be very karmic with each other, okay? So this can be a long-lasting relationship, but this is a relationship of trouble, okay? For others of you, this is those of you who are older, over the age of let me see, our Saturn Dasha just ended in Pisces, so 40. So those of you 40 and up, this is a beautiful time for love. It could go by really fast too, and next thing you know, boom, you married. The Wheel of Fortune card brings about a turn of events coming up for you, so again, a recovery period. And the Hangman card, indecisions are coming up at this time, but I feel like a turn of events is going to open up some certain opportunities for you, and you're going to have lots of thoughts of future coming up. Just try to go with the flow, because you do have a lot of cup cards here this month for you, but this is a time of creating your own reality. Love you, my Rams. Show your love and support to your girl Marie by liking, subscribing, and sharing. Kisses.